Happy Tuesday, Doc.
Hey, Miranda. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good.
It's a beautiful Michigan day.
I know. We're in the spring.
Yes, we are.
We are. It feels good.
Yes, it does.
Very good. So let's chat today.
Sweet.
Let's talk about new patients.
Sweet.
So what we found over the years is that new patients usually have some pretty predictable questions, when they're considering coming in to see us. And we're lucky we see, multiple new patients every day.
Mm-hmm.
We're only halfway through our day. We've already met 3 new people who needed some help with their back and neck trouble. So we try to be really cognizant of some of the questions that people have when they come in and see us. What are some that you know of, Miranda? You always hear a lot of questions before I do. What are some of the questions people have before they walk in the door? Or maybe
always
right
about insurance coverage.
Sure.
What's he going to do?
Yep.
A lot of new patients are scared. They've never seen a chiropractor.
Yep, that happens a lot. Let's go over the insurance, and the kind of question behind that is, how much is this going to cost me, right? When they go in to see a doctor, they're not really sure about, what's the average visit cost to go see a chiropractor. They're often accustomed to the medical, profession, going to a hospital, going to a medical doctor, which are much more expensive. Chiropractic in and of itself is almost always affordable. And we keep our services extremely affordable here. We're in as many insurance companies as we can get into.
You got it.
Most of the major ones like Blue Cross and Aetna and Priority Health and Medicare, we're in those. So if people have chiropractic coverage, we will definitely try to utilize their insurance. And for patients that don't have coverage or who have a really high deductible, it still ends up being pretty affordable. So we try to address that right away. You said, they're scared. Why are they scared? Maybe they're in a lot of pain. Maybe they're worried that something's wrong with them. Maybe they're worried that the chiropractic is going to make them feel, more pain, or they're concerned about what's going on with their body and what's going on with their health. And those are really valid concerns. So my job as their doctor is to try to diagnose the right issue and find out what's causing them their trouble, and then put together a game plan that makes sense. And then we always start with treatment that they can tolerate, and try to help them get on the path to healing. And the majority of people who come in here have pain of some sort, and we can usually do that and keep them comfortable during treatment, and then help them heal between visits here in the office. Other questions: how long is this going to take, right? How long am I going to have to keep coming in here? Is this a one-time adjustment kind of thing, or am I going to have to come in here for multiple visits? That's always on a case-by-case basis. But what is the average case length, Miranda? How often do we have to see someone when they first come in normally?
We usually see patients, 2, 3, 4 visits, and usually gets them on a track to where they feel they know when they need to come in.
Yeah, exactly. I would say the average case visit here for someone who comes in, we had a new patient in here about a half hour ago, and she's had some pretty bad back pain for about 3 weeks. And she's never really had that pain before. She's otherwise a pretty healthy person. I would expect after 3 to 4, maybe 5 visits, she's going to be feeling a lot better. And at that point, I'm going to tell her to keep coming in anytime she needs me, or if it happens again down the road, she can always pop in. So every case is different, but the average case visit here is pretty short. It's not like they need to come in for months at a time.
Right.
And then we do have patients who do benefit from some regular adjustments, so they might pop in periodically if they have a physically taxing job or they have a lot of stress. But again, that just depends on the person and kind of what's going on with them.
Again, we just listen to the body and we take care of our patients.
That's right. It's what we do.
Yay.
That's it. Thanks, Miranda.
Thanks, Doc.